and our Housing Choice Voucher team, who's responsible for making sure, and I want everyone to hear this, that any residents from Kenilworth Courts who had to move off to make way for this redevelopment has what? The absolute right to return.
All right. Yeah.
DC Mayor Muriel Bowser conducted another groundbreaking for another renewal and renovation of another dilapidated public housing complex in Washington, D.C. And this new project is called Kenilworth 166.
Everyone to hear this, that any residents from Kenilworth Courts who had to move off to make way for this redevelopment has what? The absolute right to return.
All right. Yeah.
100%. So the first phase is this is phase one, and it's part of our overall plan to preserve, rehabilitate, and redevelop public housing for our residents today and in the future. So today we are standing where a new multi-family building will be built. To my right will stand a senior building. We'll have stacked flats, more apartments and townhomes that will be behind me, and closer to 45th Street. We're going to extend Ponds Road out to Kenilworth Avenue. There'll be courtyards, backyards, and trees lining all of these streets. It's going to be beautiful. A total of 166 units are in this first phase, so hence the name Kenilworth 166. Of the 166 units, 118 will be replacement homes for our Kenilworth residents, and 48 units will be affordable at 50% in the area median income. Yes. And we're going to have a mix of bedroom sizes to accommodate families and welcome back those neighbors who moved off-site to allow for construction. I want to thank our district partners, and we are an independent housing authority, but we are very much part of the city's constellation and commitment under our mayor and our council members for housing affordability across this city. We are part of that, the DC Housing Authority, and we couldn't do any of our developments without those strong partnerships. The mayor is going to talk a lot more about our sister agencies, but I just want to make sure that I acknowledge to those partners. So of course, to our mayor, Muriel Bowser, thank you for your support.
Currently, Kenilworth Courts have townhouses with 2 bedrooms up to 5 bedrooms, and low-rise apartment buildings with 2 or 3 bedroom apartments. The Minnesota Avenue and Deanwood metro stations are close by, with multiple bus stops running through the area. But Kenilworth Courts is a neighborhood that lies between Kenilworth National Park and the I-295 freeway.
And they're going to be creating 45 new positions at least on this site, and guess who gets first dibs? Our residents. So our developments offer, of course, housing, which is the most important thing, but also opportunities for growth, for development, for learning, for jobs, and for businesses. So we want to make sure you hold us accountable, and we have other partners who are part of that process, and our Michael's team and Warrington group will talk about that. So let's celebrate the good in this neighborhood and what's to come for Kenilworth 166, new homes, new jobs, and new opportunities for this vibrant community. So now I'm going to introduce you to one of our resident leaders who I've had the pleasure of meeting over the last few weeks and talking to, strategizing with, and making sure that we support her leadership. And that is Kenilworth Courts Resident Council President, Sheila Herring. Please come forward.
Good morning.
Wow. Good morning, Kenilworth.
Good morning.
Thank you. This is truly a day that the Lord has made.
Amen.
And we're going to continue to trust and believe that He's going to see us through to the completion of this project and that everything goes through smoothly. As president of the Resident Council, the newly elected Resident Council president, on behalf of the residents of Kenilworth, we would like to thank each and every one that had their hands in this project in any way, form, or fashion. But all the glory, I must say, has to go to our president at the time and beginning of this project, Ms. Denise Stanley. Ms. Stanley fought tooth, nail, through agony, pain, her illness, all her troubles, everything, to protect and assure that the residents of Kenilworth was protected throughout this whole project. She sought legal counsel. Thank you, Brad, for the city. Our legal representative, Amy Gallatley, is here with us today because I asked her to stay on. But without Ms. Stanley, a lot of things that were accomplished could have never been done. And I would love to pay homage to her this morning. So, without further ado, I'm gonna cut it short because I'm kind of getting a little emotional speaking of her. So I would like to introduce to you all our next guest speaker, the Honorable Mayor Muriel Bowser.
All right.
Kenilworth Court's public housing complex opened in 1959, built on top of the demolished Lily Pond houses. The conversion of turning Kenilworth Avenue into a freeway was first proposed in 1950, at the very same time when white flight was occurring, and the neighborhoods that would be cut off by the freeway were becoming all black. Construction of I-295 started in 1954, and 35 houses in Kenilworth and Eastland Gardens were torn down, along with some retail stores, the Kenilworth Community Center, and the newly rebuilt Kenilworth Presbyterian Church.
Good morning.
And it is indeed a beautiful day that the Lord has made. And I want to thank Madam President Herring for welcoming us. This groundbreaking has certainly been a long time coming. We know that residents have spent years planning for this. And just like everyone here, we are eager to get shovels in the ground, but we're also eager that every resident knows that they are guaranteed a right to return right here, right at home.
All right.
This is such a great occasion, and I want to start by giving accolades where they are due. First, believe it or not, is to the residents. To the residents that have been steadfast, just knew that a new day was coming, and have fought for it. I remember Miss Stanley. I remember quite a few of, as we call it, the old public housing leadership. Kimmy Gray and I can go down the line. Of course, I was a kid in diapers, but it doesn't matter. No, I was really working for Marion Barry, okay? And this was when he was running for council at large. And he said, Anita, you got to get in touch with the Welfare Rights Organization. And I remember some of them, Miss Walton in particular, saying, she don't know nothing about us. And I said, yes, I do, because I'm a mother, young mother, very young mother then, and I care about the community. And that is what I always thought would be happening here at Kenilworth, and in fact in all of our public housing developments. So today I'm here to celebrate the residents, but I'm also celebrating the outstanding work that has been done by the authority. And I do want to give deference to the new executive director. Yeah, she came out of mothballs, she said, but she didn't go very far. And I to really and truly thank the mayor. Mayor Bowser has said from time to time, you know, housing is my thing, and I've said in the background, me too. But this is a great day. I think most of the comments about the quality of the project have been discussed. You don't want to hear all of that because my colleague, former mayor, he said, I'm cold. And I know I got to get off the stage and bring him on, but I do want us all to understand that this is a new day in Kenilworth, but a new day in the city, because we're finding more tools to bring about affordable housing so that all of us can live together. All of us can live together. That's what DC is about. And so I I thank you very much. And did I introduce? All right, now let me bring up former mayor, former council chair, former ward council member, now back being council member, Vincent Gray. And I know you all say, well, all they do is just recycle themselves. Well, look, when you got a good thing going, that's what you do. All right, come on up. All right, now he's bringing his baseball acumen to the podium, okay? All right, you're gonna hit a home run. All right.
Thank you very much, Anita. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mayor. Where are you, Mayor? Okay. I want to thank the mayor. She has really committed herself to housing in our city, and I want to congratulate you for making this happen. This, Kenilworth, and other parts around the other areas around the District of Columbia. It's very important. It's hugely important. How about a big hand for the mayor for being able to get us going, okay? Come on, guys, give it up.
Here's a neighborhood map from 1947 from the Library of Congress showing Kenilworth Avenue as it ran beside the train track. That train track would later become I-295. Kenilworth Park and Aquatic Gardens lie northwest of the neighborhood, while the racetrack lie beside the neighborhood. Today, Mayfair Mansion's apartment buildings stand where the racetrack used to be. The racetrack was left abandoned in the 1930s, and then they were replaced with new housing when Congress banned gambling and horse races in 1908. The road that would become Kenilworth Avenue started in the mid-18th century as Eastern Branch Road, connecting a ferry across the Potomac at Alexandria to the port town of Bladensburg. It became more and more important with the construction of the federal capitol in Washington in the 1790s. And in 1805, landowner William Benning built a toll bridge across the Anacostia to connect his land on the east to the developing west side of the river. The Benning Bridge is now called Benning Road today.
2, 3, 4, 7! Okay, one more time. Okay. 1, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. All right, very good, everybody. Good job.
Got a picture. Everybody hold the camera.
The mayor's administration considers this groundbreaking in the old Kenilworth neighborhood as a renewal for current and returning residents, while some residents consider this gentrification of a once all-black neighborhood. Can this public housing remain affordable with all its possible upgrades? Can you upgrade a low-income class of people and not price them out of their own neighborhoods? DC is changing, and only time will be able to tell.